Yes, people, and welcome to the best hobby wargaming show on the planet, Chilling Wargamers. And today we have the legendary, my other host from another mother, Mr. Elstonation.
Bonjour, I don't know which side I'd be, that way, whichever way it may be. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? How are you, old Spartacus?
I'm really good, thanks. I'm really full.
I am really full as well. I had a very nice meal.
I ate a pizza without cheese on, obviously, and a veggie burger.
I have a very interesting story I need to tell you about my dinner, but we
Ooh.
will introduce our guest first. So,
Yes.
do you want to do the honors?
So, yes. For 500 years, lots of lawyers, millions of pounds exchanged, souls transferred. We finally got the legends themselves, Mr. Frosts and Fists.
Yes.
What is up, beautiful people? Wolf Brother Mythos Cushionata from the channel Frost and Fists, and welcome to this Chilling Wargamers.
It's such an emotional roller coaster. It's been a long time following you guys, and now you're here.
So, also as well, when Spud said millions of pounds, obviously we're talking in American right now, and that's actually a weight. So,
millions of dollars.
Well, okay. I was going to say millions of pounds or something, but we'll go with dollars instead.
Yes. Welcome to all the people that are in the chat as well. It's an emotional roller coaster, non-stop emotions all night long, and some more gaming.
So I'm going to quickly mention my story about the dinner thing, just quickly to get out of the way, because otherwise I am going to forget this. So, and this links back to Frost and Fist as well. So, I was getting to work on a car after work, and I decided to pop into a place called Frankie and Benny's. Do you have Frankie and Benny's in America?
Never heard of them.
Right, okay. Interesting enough, it's an American food chain in England.
Interesting.
Yeah, American Italian sort of thing called Frankie and Benny's. And so I was sitting there having a meal. I was actually watching Frost and Fist while it was going on. And surely you must have this in America. You know, they do the birthday song and people start singing and they play music and stuff like that. Now, anyone that's been to Frankie and Benny's knows this happens. And it happens every single time you go there because there is always a birthday. No matter what time of day, any day of the week, there will always be a birthday. And I was listening to Frost and Fist, watching it, eating the food. They started playing this music, and it was so loud, it drowned out my headphones, their earbuds, on full volume in my ears. And I was like, this is nuts. Actually nuts. These kids are getting a happy birthday, which can actually drown out music, which is being pumped directly into your brain. Frankie and Benny's, sort it out, man. A bit too loud. Just a little bit too loud. So,
as we said, non-stop wargaming from start.
There we go. That's my story done. Over to you guys.
It was vaguely related to wargaming. I mean, you were listening to some Frost and Fist chat, right?
Yeah, a little bit, but
non-stop from start to finish.
Yep, definitely.
So, brother, would you like to tell us a bit about yourself and about your awesome YouTube channel?
Well, both the channel and myself, both kind of new to this wargaming thing. I just started when I turned 30, which was, I'm going to go ahead and say, not that long ago. But yeah, I'm freshly new. I'm about 3.5 years into the hobby, and I've definitely almost from the beginning. I think I'd been playing for about 6 months when we started our channel, just because. You guys know how it gets when you hyper focus. I got into the hobby. I had to learn about painting, so I started looking up YouTube videos, and then I had to learn tips and tricks and how to play and battle reports. I got more and more into YouTube videos, and eventually, Freak and I decided we wanted to be part of the community, so we took the splash and made a channel.
I can't believe it's only been 3.5 years. I feel like
it's been a long time.
Yeah, it feels like you guys were around when I first started, and I don't know why. I don't know if you guys commented on my videos when I were younger, or like you got. I don't know. It just feels such like a long time since I've known you guys. But I suppose that's how homely you all are. Maybe.
Yeah,
possibly it could be. I do know that before we even started making videos, that Freak and I kind of used the we were out commenting on people's videos quite a bit before we actually started making videos together.
Yeah, maybe that was it, because I always saw it. Yeah, likewise with Spud. I always thought you guys had been about. So
yeah, like every single video for past however long I've done it for.
How
like,
many? How many years has it been with Chilling Wargamers now? Is it 7 or something like that?
Yes, but then you got to think my normal channel is like maybe a year older as well. So
yeah, I don't know.
My, I feel well old.
So do I. So do I. Also, another random story about Frankie and Benny's as well. I uncovered something genius today. So I had spaghetti bolognese, and I ordered a side order of onion rings. Now, if you've ever got onion rings that are covered in batter that are a little bit too fatty, dunk them in bolognese sauce. Amazing. Just saying. Just saying. Onion rings in bolognese. Back to you guys.
Funnily enough, I'm allergic to onions, one of the most common seasonings or foods in the whole world.
Oh dear Lord!
I can't experience that.
How'd you go through life? Most things are covered in onions these days.
Most things are covered in onions. I'm the picky guy at the table when everybody else is ordering normal stuff, and especially if it's a group order, like a group pasta or a hibachi, where everybody's getting one thing cooked. I'm the one guy going, "Excuse me, could you do a whole separate batch for me? I'm allergic."
That's a shame.
So what I'm saying is I've probably eaten a lot of spit over the last several years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what really inspired you to get into YouTube, really, from the start?
From the start, I think the biggest one, of course, was Edict Beer 40K.
Yeah.
He definitely has the, if you want to make a channel, I'll give you a sub. And, he's got several videos on how to get started in YouTube and whatnot. And that was a big help. And then I don't really watch his stuff anymore, but Commissar Gamza also had a series on how to get into YouTube. And at the time, I was really big into making terrain and stuff like that. And so that was another big push. And then just overall, I think the fact that I was around commenting on everyone's videos, and I don't know, I kind of got to know y'all's personalities while chatting with you kind of through your comment sections. And so just talking with the community as a viewer, I wanted to take that next step up and be part of the community. So to be here on Chilling Wargamers with you guys, that feels like I've pushed the barrier, right? I've made the transition from communicating with y'all as a viewer to being part of the community on the other side of the screen.
It's a strange thing because actually anyone can come on the show. There's really no real exclusivity to this.
Yeah, and there's definitely that, because you guys are so down to earth. But it's just a different feeling being on the other side of the screen with you guys.
Well, yeah, Spud does have that impact on people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about you, dude. I'm just the guy that makes it sound posh.
Ah,
yeah.
I wondered why. That's why I brought you in.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's really interesting as well, because I'm very selective on viewing YouTube videos at the moment, because there are so many. I honestly don't know how to, you have to be really quite selective about what channels you watch now. And yours it's something I'm growing more and more. It's a bit like an addiction. You start on it a little bit and you're like, yeah, okay. And it's nice, it's cool. And then you start a little bit more, you're like, yeah. And then it's sort of like Friday night. Well, for me, it's Friday morning wake up. Saturday morning wake up, your Friday evening.
Right.
Yeah. And oh, cool, I get to join in and wake up with my cup of tea with Frost and Fist. And it's a special part of my week.
And that's awesome to hear. It's one of my favorite parts of the week too, is getting to that Friday night. Especially, it's funny because you jumped in the chat one time, and Archer in our live chat started with a couple of Elstonation Chuck Norris jokes, and the crowd just rolled with it, and so we rolled with it, and now it's a part of our live stream every Friday.
Have you seen this, Bud?
No.
I am a topic in its own right.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have a weekly 100% true Elstonation facts every week.
So you know how like when she signs for buses and they're going, you have that scrolling writing that goes across. Frost and Fist got at the bottom, and there's a bit where it says 100% true Elstonation facts, and it just keeps on rolling by every minute or so. I'm like,
what?
Would you like to hear some of them, Spud?
Of course we would.
Yep.
One is that 100% true Elstonation fact. Elstonation once entered the same painting competition twice because he wanted to see what second place felt like.
Wow.
See?
That is
awesome.
true.
As awesome as that. I've never entered a painting competition in my life.
You are a Chuck Norris, aren't you?
I know. I've done it without actually. I've won competitions without actually entering.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another one is that Elstonation can get the same extreme edge highlighting with a Winsor Newton, with an airbrush, or with a paint roller.
I can believe that as well.
I'm pretty good with a paint roller. Pretty good with a paint roller.
I can totally believe that, to be honest.
Yep. See, it's really funny for me because it's like I'm a topic. I've never really had this before. I don't really know how to act. Should I be excited? Should I be humble? Should I be? I don't know. So, yeah, I'm super. It's awesome. Thank you for doing that.
You know, I can't even really take credit for it. It's just the way when you showed up the one time, the crowd just ran with it. So,
yeah, I don't.
And I humbly say crowd when I mean, like, you know, our average live stream is about 10 people, but
similar to ours. Ours is growing a lot recently. Actually, we got a lot of. How many we got in the thing at the moment, Spud?
In the chat.
Yeah, people watching.
Yeah, so we've got 12 people. I'll go through those now so I don't forget. Because
Cool.
I'm a bit new, but remembering the chat people, the most important thing in the world.
Yes.
So today we have Mr. Gale Prime, Hero, obviously the leader of the Chilling Wargamers showreel. I've just looked at my picture and my internet is terrible. And believe it or not, I got an upgrade. Obviously lied to me.
looks great.
Yeah, I know, but wow. Bazooka J Rambo. Whoa, busy sketching and keeping fighting fit. What a hero.
Nice.
He's doing the live sketches of me and Elstonation.
Oh, yeah, they are cool.
Yeah.
They are cool.
We've got another hero, Basis of Operations Painting Studio.
Yeah.
We have Ian Mayhew. Look at that, me getting his name right. Frost and Fist are in the chat.
What?
It's not even possible.
Yeah.
We've got the Dicey guy. We've got Jam Jar 34. Whoa, old school. Mr. Daddy Hammer. Broken Toad. Cheese and bread. Normski's here. Cheese and bread. It's just full of heroes.
Yeah.
All the heroes are in here. Wow.
It's mental.
All those people just watching this.
It is. I do find this quite odd as well because the whole Chilling Wargamers thing is kind of, it's gathering momentum at the moment. It's really entertaining for us. And like, for example, the caricatures, that's mental. Like, there's actually cartoons of us now, which I find mental. And you guys are going to have to be shocked. I am just shocked this episode, so you're going to have to excuse the excitement. But all of this stuff is mental, and all the community's going mental about it. So awesome to everyone. We humbly appreciate all that you do.
Your cartoons now, your models coming up, right?
I'm a topic.
Yeah, you're a topic. And I'm seeing in the chat, one person has said Elston Norris.
Yeah, that works.
Elston Norris.
Yeah. We've also
got a ring to it.
Yep. We've also got looking into Bed Nation. We're gonna have to talk
hashtag Bed Nation.
We're gonna have to talk to Steve about that, aren't we? Yeah. Steve, we need a bed.
We need a giant bed.
We do need a giant bed because we're gonna have to fit 3 of us in it.
This is the hall 3. It's just a giant bed for people to have a nap.
Yeah. Do you think we can get away with like a sofa? You know, the big ones. So you can get 3 people on it, and you just get the legs that flip out and the back that goes back. So it's kind of like a bed. So you'd be kind of like that.
Well, we'll just get like a sofa donated to us. What we could sit on just for each show, and then at the end of the show, we'd just take it outside and set it on fire.
We could do that. We'd look like chat.
Here for a bonfire.
Yep.
Could roast some vegetables on it.
We could do marshmallows.
I can't eat marshmallows, but I can have vegetables.
Are marshmallows not a vegan thing?
I'm not even vegetarian. What's even worse?
Yeah.
I got banned from them ages ago, and I bought some ice. I ate the ice cream. Why would I eat it? Last time I ate it. It was like Rocky Road ice cream, and it has like little marshmallows in. And I brought it home. Oh, look, Lucy, this is like the nicest ice cream. She went, what's in it? I went, oh, this, and this. And she went, you know, you can't eat marshmallows. I went, well, I bought 2 tubs of it, so I'm going to have to eat it all tonight.
Amazing. So what are marshmallows made of?
They've got gelatin in them.
Because isn't there a plant that's a marshmallow?
That must be an Elson fact. I don't know.
I'm sure there's like I've heard of marshmallow cigarettes. I'm not joking on that front. That's why I thought they were a plant.
I saw some cigarettes over there called Email.
Right?
Yeah.
What's the world coming to?
Do you want an email? No, Mike, thanks. Don't smoke.
See, now you guys have me curious. I can't not know the answer to something.
Yeah. I don't think we know it, to be honest.
Nah.
Anywho, should we get back on wargaming topics then?
100% back to wargaming. So, oh, go on, sorry. My internet's absolutely fapping out.
I was going to say...
it's the gelatin in marshmallows that are made from animal parts.
It's
not a plant. It's not a plant. Either way, back to hobby topics. What has everyone been working on this week?
So, the Stevie side of the internet, chilling on the casting couch.
Yes. Yeah. Oh.
Now we've gone to the dark part of the internet.
Yeah, that took me a couple of seconds to twig on that. I'm like, oh, no. So I'll throw it over to our guest first. So, what have you been working on this week?
I've been working on a couple of things. First, I finished up a piece for a friend. And if anyone's ever seen the old school anime Robotech, Skull Leader is one of the jet fighters on the show. And he asked me to do up his Tau Commander Shadow Sun as inspired by Skull Leader. So that's what I've been working on there.
Cool.
And then the Great Wolf of Fenris himself. So this is my recently completed and sealed Logan Grimnar. And
cool.
Working on his base today, just letting the water effects dry.
Oh, nice.
And I've got his Storm Rider right here. So I'm working on that too.
That guy.
Yeah, the old Santa Claus trick.
Inspired by Devil May Cry, I decided to go for Ebony and Ivory on the wolves there.
Oh,
nice.
That's cool. Nice.
That's all my hobby progress for the week.
Very cool. Very cool. How do you find it as a commission painter? Because I do commission painting, but I don't get a lot of customers. I have a couple of people that just mail me every now and again that want some work doing. But do you find like the pressure can be a bit much sometimes, or have you got relatively cool customers that are just like, yeah, get it done? And
all my customers so far have been really laid back and cool, but even then, I do find it kind of a bit of pressure. So I've actually really slowed down on taking commissions. And like this commission I'm doing for a friend right now, it's taken me so long, I'm really not going to charge him anything for it unless there's parts or anything I need, like magnets. Because I have just, you feel that pressure of, man, I've got none of my own stuff going. And then some of it is stuff you wouldn't normally do yourself. Like, for instance, I'd never done white armor before. And the white armor on all these Tau have just been such a pain in my tail. So, yeah, I definitely am not going to accept any more white armor commissions again.
Yeah, that's a killer, those ones.
But yeah, there's definitely a lot of pressure. So I've definitely, and like yourself, I don't have a whole lot of new customers. I tend to get either word of mouth or people who have seen something from something else I've done. Yeah. So like one of my friends will be playing at the game store and somebody asks him, wow, your army looks great. You know, how'd you paint that up? And they're like, well, this gentleman over here painted it up for me. And then I get business that way.
Yeah, similar kind of thing. I don't honestly know where my customers came from. They just message my Facebook thing every now and again. I'm like, oh. So,
cool. Having an amazing channel and your Facebook page, I think I've definitely helped drive that. And I'm going to be honest, I've been trying to work with, I had my airbrush for over a year before I really my biggest question has always been, where do I spray this thing? Like, you know, I had the base coats down and I could kind of zenithal from above, but I'm like, on something where you want to see the fade effect all the way through, like a vehicle, I'm like, where do I put this thing?
Gotcha.
And that's a problem I've never really had in life before, is where do I put this thing? But I was looking at these vehicles, and so your tutorial on the Space Wolf Rhino you did definitely was a big push, and actually I think that's brought me to my current stage and skill level.
That's cool. I'm glad it helped. There's a lot of assumptions made, I think, when it comes to knowing where lights should go to do things, whereas sometimes you just need a little bit of like, if you want a metallic look, switch the light round, so dark up top, light down bottom, because metal light hitting metal comes from the bottom, and I don't know why. It's just how light works. I've realized I'm doing this a lot in this thing. I should be like conducting traffic, like going on right now.
I do a lot of talking with my hands too. I tell people it's because of my Italian side.
Okay, I have nothing else apart from English in me, so they just call us scatty. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm really glad it helps. I mean, the whole point in the channel was to pass on some knowledge, and I'm going to fully admit it, get some attention. Because why else do we do a channel? Because we want to get a little bit of attention. It's the honest part of it. But I'm glad it helped people, because my ethos was I wanted to leave something behind to the world. So if I can help some people out whilst doing some bits, life goal accomplished.
So what does my channel do then?
Your channel brings happiness to the world.
Okay, that's cool.
So there you go.
Oh, can I just let everyone know I didn't actually tune my dog? No animals were hurt during my video at all. I didn't even go outside to talk to him. And my next video will prove that I've got a quite funny thing going on. So, spoiler alert.
There you go.
So, what have I been doing this week? Cheese and bread. Well, what haven't I done this week? I've painted 2 Atlantis miniatures bears. I've finished all my. I've only got one guy. I'm totally lying. I've got finished most of my Lion Tower miniature Vikings. I finished the Hunter guy, and 1 second. Well, I painted the dwarf, and I also finished off Khan at last. That sneaking monkey.
Yeah.
And then I obviously from Saturday till the other day I finished Lorgar. So I've done loads this week, and then I've been working on my snow troll from Lion Tower very slowly because I'm taking a lot of time on that. I started a giant. I ain't shown any pictures yet because I'm still doing a few test things on a giant hippo warrior.
Oh, that looks so cool.
I'd show everybody, but my camera's horrific on my internet, so there's just no point. And then today I went to Luke APS's and they spoke Japanese to me about cameras and sound, and then we spoke about some wargaming stuff.
Is that's not like the Japanese that we discovered? So if you
it were just Japanese. They were talking about. I don't even know. They were talking numbers and cameras and lenses and stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't know what you're all on about." But yeah, that were really good. I just realised half my face is missing, but I don't think it'll really matter anyway. Oh, that's a bit better. What else have I done? I've done a few. I've edited a few videos. I did the vlog video. I've just done another video for the Nordjessel Vikings, like the Viking Warriors. I brought another video out of the Night Star because I just tried a new format and see how that went. Just sounding me, just showing the models off without me talking and boring people. I think that might be it.
You know, I'm going to say this. I am so proud of you. The whole 5 a.m. painting thing, just you ran.
Well, this week I've kind of cheated this week because obviously, but I've had half term, so I had like a day like doing nothing. But I actually woke up yesterday. I woke up and I'm like, oh my god, it must be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I went to the toilet, come back, and it was 6:30. Like, wow, what a sleeping.
6:30 is the lion. That's the glory.
It really is, because I usually had already set up for work by then.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing, isn't it? So I am so proud of you.
Yeah. So how about yourself? But you obviously painted 3 armies and yeah, just 3 armies this week. So you were tired.
I showed Mythos of earlier, but I will try and quickly, briefly go what I've been going through. Finished my Atlantis Miniatures Mythology core set now, so maybe a Wereboy. I don't know where Wereboy's gone. There's a Wereboy. It's like a little werewolf, like a boy one. So I need to paint him. So they're all done. I'm going to go see Dan actually tomorrow. He's at UK Games Expo. So I'm going to pop along and see him and go, yeah, look, I did all the stuff. I did that. I have also been... Oh, there's Wereboy. Complete tangent. There's Wereboy.
Very
cool.
Wereboy.
I really want one of those Atlantis werewolves to be my Brand Red Maw werewolf mode.
Yeah.
If only I could still play Brand Red Maw.
Yeah, they are cool. Also, I have started painting up my tanks and my Death Corps Krieg, and yeah, there's a lot of them. And the cool thing I've been working on, which is a new one for me, is I've been working on this. So this,
the diorama.
the diorama. So this is my
diorama.
The diorama. It's just a if we say it slower and more growly,
it's going to sound dangerous.
How bad do you think we can get it?
Anyway.
Anywho, back to the diorama. Really aggressive diorama.
Yeah.
Diorama. So this is going to be for Warplock miniatures. So we're going to use this Frost Dragon.
That looks amazing.
Yep. And cool thing is Rob from Warplock cast this part, so it's the head and the neck and this rock here in a clear blue resin. I'll just move the wires out of the way so you can see it's kind of like that blue. Like, yeah. There.
Yep.
That blue color is like see-through blue resin. Also, as well, there is an LED up in its head there, an LED in that rock, and loads of little LED tubes in there. So the idea is, when I've hooked this all up, this guy is going to sit on the diorama like that. It's all going to be like, I can't even see. All right, there we go. So he's going to sit something like that. All the wires are going to be hidden under there. There's a little hole there where I can put the battery socket. It's all going to be wired up. You can pull it out, turn it on, and it's going to look like a really cool snow cave with an ice dragon in it.
That's the perfect place to plug in a fog machine.
Yeah. Yeah, and well, I was thinking the fog machine thing. I had this idea. If I make this high enough, I can make this look. If I make it high enough here, I can make this bit look like a cliff, and then he'd be like on the top of a cliff bit here, and then there'd be fog all around here, like he's just a little bit above the clouds.
Awesome.
So
some dragon eggs somewhere, like a dragon nest as well.
If I can find space for it, I will. So
put them right on the top of that top hill, so it's like, you know, it's as if it's jumped down off that cliff and it's protecting its little nest of eggs.
There is a little cave in that thing though, so I would kind of assume he'd probably leave them in the cave, but we maybe
sneak a model in there. I don't know what you could put in there.
I was thinking if I can get a goblin that's like doing a little hunting thing, and he's like, or a load of little goblins that were like crawling over the top. So he's just standing, or the dragon's just standing there looking proud, and there's loads of little goblins just hiding above the ledge, ready to hunt him.
Also, you don't have to stick it on, but there's a model from Northumberland Soldiers of a teddy bear doing this, holding a sword. You put that in front of it. Like, that was sick. As if it's like this giant big dragon fighting a very small teddy bear. You wouldn't have to glue it on, but I think it'd be cool just to like blue tack it on and take a few photos.
Yeah. Well, the other thing,
a diorama.
So the other bit is this bit here. Right, there's a little cutout, like kind of cave, like that bit. So what I'm going to do is paint up the inside of that, put a goblin in it on like a flight stand, and then fill it up with resin so it looks like there's a goblin frozen in ice. There.
Awesome.
So, yeah. A little bit adventurous from my first one, not gonna lie, but
so I know my picture's terrible, but you guys can see this pretty clear, hopefully, right? But Gale Prime has literally just done this for us. Oh, come on, phone, in focus.
Oh
no, focus, please. No, focus on the phone. Well, I'll just post up in the group after here, but they're amazing. 5 people said they'd buy a cheese and bread t-shirt.
That's awesome.
But they don't know that the t-shirts are £100 each. So thanks, guys.
Again,
we're already limited. It's already online.
Yeah,
got to get back now.
And we're talking in American as well, so it's all weight.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
All weight.
All right, so they'll have to be $200 each.
There you go.
$200 or 100 English pounds.
I was about to say, because I've got £100 I'd happily donate right now.
Yeah.
There we go, peeps.
Did you actually know what our currency is called?
No, absolutely not. Other than pounds, of course.
No, it's actually got another name.
Oh no,
British pound sterling.
Oh yeah, I forgot. To be honest,
yeah.
I definitely feel that British test that you have to do when you get here.
It's just when I go to order stuff from abroad a lot, I have to find out where's the currency that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
British pound sterling pops up all the time. So
I've seen some of the questions you have to fill out. You know, if you're like moving over here from another country, and I got every single one wrong. But the thing is, though, what I thought were hilarious. I thought, well, if I do that right, and then just totally fail, and then they come round and say, look, you have to go back to your own country. Where do you come from? I can say anywhere I want. That's going a really long holiday. See, I'm always thinking. You see, fail the accidental British test. Where do you come from? Obviously, I could say where I want. It'd be awesome.
Free vacation.
Yeah, free long vacation.
Very long vacation.
And then when I go to the next country, and so I suppose I'm only going airport to airport. I suppose though. Then I gotta say I could just travel the world, but I'll just keep getting to each airport and getting sent back.
Free emigration.
Yeah, one country will let me in. I blag my way in somewhere. Oh, no problem solved, boys.
That's amazing. I never even thought of that, but
I've just given that idea away. There's so many people applying for those British letters now.
He's like, we are going for holidays where you are coming from.
Yeah. I think I come from America. I think I come from. Yeah, that's where I came from. Yeah,
I come from the Maldives.
Yeah. Dubai. Yeah, that's where I came from. Dubai. Yeah, send me there, please. Thanks.
Yep. First class flight. Away we go. Business class.
Sick.
Yep. Orange juice on the plane.
I've cracked the system.
Amazing.
So I better check the chat. Check the chat.
Yep. There's all
So there's 5 people in the chat that want to pay £1,000 for a t-shirt, and then
Basic
Operations said that there's other people that he knows that'd buy him. So this is it.
Do you reckon we should sell them at ChillCon?
We could. Don't know.
We could.
If we get some pre-ordered somehow.
Yeah. So how about I don't.
We don't pay bill sizes though.
Yeah, well, I was thinking if people can come pick them up if they come to ChillCon, but I know ChillCon's a long way away for a lot of people. So obviously we don't want to hinder everyone in the world, like people in other countries like the Maldives or Dubai.
True. But then they can just, say they don't come from there and get sent here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. If you want to come to ChillCon, just fail your own country test and get shipped over to the UK.
Easy peasy.
There you go.
I've just cracked the whole system. This is it.
Yeah. There we go.
Hashtag send me somewhere.
Well, now I know how I'm getting to ChillCon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy, boys.
Yeah. I don't want to use the term hashtag idiot abroad because I am that idiot abroad when I get over there. I'm like,
When I went to America, I just didn't get it. Like, I kept on trying to get into driver's side all the time. My mate picked me up from airport, and I opened it, and I'm like, must look for about 10 seconds, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I went, "Oh yeah, I forgot you wrong side." And I had to get back in. I did it all the time, and I just couldn't get into my head. And then when you get to a junction, cheese and double bread on toast. Seriously, you just think you're gonna crash because like we go and then we go right. I was like, "Oh my god, they're gonna crash into the other cars." Oh no, because the other cars are going that way as well. I forgot about that. It's so weird.
Wait, did you tell him he was on the wrong side?
Yeah. And toilets flush wrong way.
Yeah.
And water goes wrong way.
Yeah.
Sink goes the other way. It was madness.
Whole different world.
It was just, and then it was just unlimited drinks everywhere you went. It was sick.
Not bad.
So like pop were like $2 or whatever, and unlimited drinks. My first night, I thought I'd spend about $25 just on my Coca-Cola. Then it were only $2. I'm like, if I'd known it were unlimited, I'd have about 15 pints. And coffee as well. And they bring it to you, not like over here, when Wetherspoons, when you have to go keep and getting yourself and queuing behind all Sheila's. You have to, they just bring it over and just see your cup's empty and just pour it in. I'm like, this is the dream. I feel like I'm in a 5-star hotel. I've only come to, I think I went to Wendy's, something like that. I don't know. It was some really nice place that did breakfast. Wargaming.
Yep. Yeah.
I was technically in America at Adepticon, so it is wargaming, kind of.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I can't remember a time that I was sober while I was there either.
Yeah.
Well, you were emotional.
I do want to go there. Adepticon would be a cool visit one day. Maybe we should go. Chilling Wargamers invades.
I want to get to Adepticon one day. We
should do that, Spud. We should.
That is another strange thing. Me and Luke were speaking about it today. He wants to go. And he said if he went, obviously, he'd spend a little bit more time there. And then I was like, oh, I'd want to do that as well. Because obviously, I'd bring Luther with me. And then we'd go to the convention and then go to wherever in America. So, and he was like, oh, well, I'll try to convince my wife as well. And I'm like, oh my God, imagine that.
Oh.
Bit bonkers, wasn't it?
Oh. I don't know if I convinced my missus to go to a convention.
Yeah, but there were 2 other women that don't know nothing about wargaming. It's not like they have to stay there. They can go into the city.
That's true. My missus has a very small toleration for anything wargaming. That's why I have a man cave. So
if I can save up for it and make it so that way we can both go, I've convinced my missus for one, and that's just LVO because then while I'm doing the hobby thing, she can see Vegas.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I definitely think that needs to be looked into, Spud. If I don't go, I definitely want to see yours and Luke's adventures because that would be funny.
It'd be definitely emotional if us 2 are out in America. I'd be like, oh, another thing as well, totally off topic. So I went to Slam Dunk on Saturday, And I went to this club after, and this girl generally came over to me, and she was like, "Excuse me, were you the guy that were in Game of Thrones?" So I said, "Yeah," right? And then I went, "Oh, Lucy, I'm just off at bar." Went to the bar. As she walked away, she told my girlfriend that, "Oh, your boyfriend's really ignorant." I'm like, "Well, like as if she believed me." I look like maybe Tormund, but like his beard's about 15 times bigger. And I look absolutely nothing like him.
Except for that one thing.
Yeah. I don't know. You've been mistaken for other people, though.
Yeah. My friend once convinced a girl that I was Conor McGregor. and the craziest thing is, she even got a picture up on Google and looked and went, "Oh my God, you are." It's about 5 inches smaller, about 10 stone lighter, and full of tattoos.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
We both have a ginger beard. Anyone with a ginger beard, I must look like.
Oh my God, he's got a ginger beard.
Chuck Norris has one. There we go.
That Tormund?
Yeah. Oh, that's that guy from Game of Thrones with a ginger beard.
Yeah. Weird. But when I were in America, everyone thought I was from Game of Thrones because I speak like the Northerners.
That is true, actually. You do have it. Because most of them have got a Yorkshire accent.
Yeah. And you know the reason why they had to put a Yorkshire accent on? Is because they casted Sean Bean first.
Yeah.
So everyone else had to do their accents Yorkshire.
Because Sean Bean has a real hard time doing anything else, anything other than a Yorkshire accent.
And not dying.
Yeah, that is true. He died everything. I mean, can you actually think of a film or a TV series where he hasn't spoke like a Yorkshireman?
I'm terrible with movies, so I only know him from those two things.
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and both he has a Yorkshire accent.
Yeah, even Silent Hill, Yorkshire. Sharp, Yorkshire.
I think maybe he did something where he'd had a posh accent, maybe, but I mean that's a push.
I need to wiki this while you guys discuss this. It'll drive me mad if not.
So, Mythos, what's your plan? I mean, do you have any grandstanding plans for the Frost and Fist channel? Or have you got any grandstanding plans for the hobby side of things? Anything you want to do in the future?
So, no huge plans. We've got a couple more skits planned up that we want to do in addition to our normal hobby stuff. And then eventually, Freak and I are going to try and look into actually getting to one of these conventions because, like I said, the community is our whole reason for doing the channel. And we're going to try and see if we can meet some other of you fantastic YouTubers out at one of these conventions. So if we could get to like an Adepticon and, see you and Spud, that would be a fantastic thing.
That'd be awesome. Cool, man. Well, if you ever make it over to the UK, we can show you all the wonderful things. Warhammer World is kind of a thing you have to see.
Oh, absolutely. That's definitely getting across the pond is the huge dream one day.
Yeah. It's just that museum they got going on. It's just, But yeah, if you ever come over, there's a few cool conventions. There's small ones like Salute and stuff like that. But there's also bigger ones like which I don't actually understand how we have an actual convention based on us.
That's amazing.
To a degree. I don't entirely sure. I don't entirely know how that came about. Man, I'm all giddy over getting being turned into a cartoon and becoming a topic and everything. My mind's fracturing into different states. I'll just have a quick look in the
true celebrity status.
Yeah, this is the point where I have to go out to the other room and my missus just takes me down a peg or two and I go back to normal. And whether that be if she can't do it like verbally abuse, she'll just kick my ass and then be like, okay, I get it. Yeah, I got out of control. There we go.
That's something we have in common.
Yeah.
Because I married a lovely wife who also has a gold medal in breaking things with her fists, feet, her elbows, knees, head. And I seem to be attracted to ladies who can kill me. So
Fair enough. I a similar thing as well. I met my partner at a martial arts class, and we used to kick each other's butts all day long.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really like, if you can imagine. Have you ever seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Yeah, you know the bit where they have that kind of, they're smashing each other into the walls and stuff.
That's
like that.
awesome.
That's kind of it. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why I like this, but I like fighting, and this is really fun. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. Okay, so my second day ever with my lady, we were out to breakfast, and we were sitting there, and we hadn't quite ordered yet. And our martial arts training is both something that attracted us to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were talking about what we'd done in martial arts. And she talked about her breaking things. And then she asked me what I did. And I said, well, my specialty was competing in forms and sparring. And so she asked me about that. And she's like, oh, what kind of record do you have? And I said, I don't remember my exact win-to-loss ratio, but I am pretty proud because I have had 63 matches and no one's ever touched the moneymaker. And what she did is she just leaned across the table, went. Waiter came to take our order. I couldn't answer them. I was so shocked at getting popped in the mouth. Right, so I missed one. I put a ring on that.
Nice.
Sorry about that. Back.
No worries. We were just talking about women beating us up.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. It moved on, dude, while you were away.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. With my partner, we, as I said, we kick each other butt all day long, and she had a very fierce elbow. I dodged that a fair few times just to save my life. Like, oh, Jesus. Martial arts. If anyone ever gets the chance to do it, it's incredibly therapeutic and very good for your lifestyle. Unless you've got really brittle bones, don't do it then. Just don't do it. It's not going to do you any favors.
Yes, Bazooka is the same accident-prone wife as well. She's a badass in martial arts and somewhat clumsy in the rest of her life.
So
we got Mr. Graham Rig. Welcome, buddy.
Hey.
Everyone's just going still proper mental about the t-shirts, and
yes.
Also, Adam Gale is on looking at the t-shirts.
Oh, nice.
Daddy Hammer back to wargaming. Yes. Well, we've got around 10-15 minutes left of non-stop wargaming action.
Yeah. Normski's just giving me advice to go body slam my lass onto the sofa. That's for a different type of evening, but yes. No, I keep on alluding to ChillCon because ChillCon is an awesome thing, and it's kind of one of the reasons why Chilling Wargamers is more active now, is because we get to promote ChillCon and talk about it and stuff like that. So, question to our guest then: if you were to be able to do anything at a convention or put any kind of trader, stand, stall, anything like that at a convention, what would you like to see?
Oh, man. So my favorite thing, because I go to anime conventions here in the U.S.
Oh, cool.
My favorite thing is always hitting the dealer's room or the trade floor at a gaming convention, because seeing the different kind of products out there and seeing all the different artworks that come to these conventions, that's always my favorite thing, is taking in and collecting some of other people's work, because I know what I do, but going out and seeing what other people in the community do, I mean, that to me is the biggest thing. And then by that same vein, taking in some of the instructional stuff, like the clinic, the hobby clinic, that kind of thing would also be an amazing thing to do.
Yeah. To be fair, Moggy does most of the work at that clinic.
Most of the talking.
Most of the talking, yeah. Me, Judge, sits and paints amazing things. I sit and paint 100 things. But Moggy actually talks to people. I mean, other people come talk to us, obviously, but Moggy does all the tips and tricks and everything. If you just want any kind of tips and tricks, talk to Moggy. He's just got libraries and libraries of that stuff. Just
Moggy does such amazing work.
Yeah, we keep on saying he's a golden demon winner. He hasn't actually won one yet, and he keeps on correcting us every time he's on the show. He's like, I haven't won one yet. And we're like, dude, come on, man. You got to get one at last, just so we can actually say you're a golden demon winner and you can stop correcting us.
That seems like an impossibility.
Yeah. Well, one day, I think if me and Spud combine our mental fortitude, we can get Moggy a golden demon. What do you reckon?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, easy.
I was robbed one. What?
Amazing.
So I have another question for the Mr. Guest. So, where would you like your channel to go in the next, say, 5 years? Where would you like it to go from where it is now to then? So, if you could do a video now and then watch it back in 5 years, what would you like it to say? Like where you want to be?
Wow, that is a huge, huge question. I feel like I should have been more prepared for this. I don't know. In the next 5 years, I definitely would like to upgrade and get a super professional camera and sound system and lighting, like Sputicus. And I think, definitely upping what we do. Well, at least on my end, on the tech side, like that would definitely be something to work on. But also, I think, kind of like I mentioned a second ago, like upping my presence in the community, getting out and seeing more people, meeting more people, and I guess interacting more with the community in an in-person kind of way. So things like conventions and stuff like that, taking on a more active role. And then I think something most of us want is, if we could really project and get there, is reaching that huge, mini wargamer online kind of, status where it's just, they're the top of the field in many ways, Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't realize how much work probably goes into those things, and you kind of have to juggle to get to that stage. I think you have to juggle a lot of life and a lot of working on the channel at the same time until the channel thing possibly starts to take over.
I agree.
And then you kind of have to think about life choices of like, do I want to do this or do I want to do this?
And definitely, even now as a small time YouTuber, I definitely feel those things, especially and I mean, I don't mean to get too personal with this, but I'm a check to check kind of guy, right? And so when you have something like a camera goes out, you got to fall back to another one, or your sound system or computer or anything messes up like that. It's definitely a huge setback when you're check to check kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, sure.
And then on the other hand, there's also, everything is a time investment, right? Like, so I want to be able to get some painting in. I definitely, importantly, cannot drop this ball, got to fit in the family time, right? Got to balance work and all that. And so, making the time to take your YouTube hobby to that next level where it's a little more than a hobby, is definitely a huge, huge journey.
Yeah, I agreed with that. It's a tricky road to get to, and I think a lot of the times me and Spud have wondered or thought about the future of Chilling Wargamers and where we want to go with it and stuff. And there have been other members that wanted to go possibly further with it. I don't want to say we slammed on the brake, but we kind of did.
Yeah,
we didn't want it to lose the magic. All right, it's something natural about this. Whereas if we were to script everything, it's just not fun.
I think
you'd feel the scriptness, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I think that level of genuineness, though, is one of the things that makes you guys so great to watch.
Thank you. I got a little smile. I can tell. I'll tell you what, Normski's put an amazing thing in the chat. So he says, I want to see an arch over the entrance sponsored by Lynx deodorant that goes off when you walk through it. That is a fair point. Yeah, conventions can. Yeah, there is.
Awesome.
There are some people. I'm not going to lie, and if you're watching this, I hope you know who you are. There are some people that smell like death, and they're like. Last time I went to UK Games Expo, I'm not joking. There was a man that was wearing a vest. A vest. I thought he was wearing a jumper, but he was just wearing a vest.
Wow.
This man was so hairy, and he should not have been wearing a vest. It was like Sasquatch got loose, and unfortunately, his stereotype didn't help him because I got close and I smelled it. It smelled like an Anchorman quote.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. So I mean, not glad, but it's interesting that that occurs over there, and in of course gaming conventions, and of course, you know, over across the pond too, because that's a huge thing here in the States with the conventions I go to. In fact, some of the are oftentimes at the anime conventions I go to, they'll leave loaves of bread in the elevators because everybody piles in, and apparently the loaves of bread absorb some of the odor. It's interesting. And in fact, one of the biggest con I go to, it's called Acon, and they even did a music video for people to watch before they come to their convention called "Shower for Me."
It's amazing. The interesting thing, if you left loaves of bread in the elevator in England, it'd just get eaten.
I'd be straight all over that.
Exactly.
But like, where's Spud gone? And you'd be like, where's everyone? We're looking everywhere, and I'd be just sat with my legs crossed in an elevator, just eating some bread. We're like, just found this on flight. It won't even open. It's in there.
Yeah, it tastes a bit funny, smells a bit weird.
What? That is the most insane thing. What? Cheese, bread, and sweat. Cheese, bread, and sweat. No, I didn't have the same ring. Oh wow. So I've read it off.
Oh, no, I just thought something even better. When the day's done and obviously the bread has absorbed it, that thing is like a little bomb.
The bread fits the plastic like spandex at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just insane.
You could take that out and just nuke someone with sweat bread.
Sweaty bread.
Sweaty.
Oh.
Y'all can actually YouTube that song sometime later. "Shower for Me." It's definitely on the interwebs.
What?
Oh, amazing. Oh.
Well, I've officially had it all now.
I'm gonna
retire from YouTube.
The band is called Savage Gypsy.
Amazing.
I'm definitely retiring.
I am now going to start leaving random loaves of bread in elevators. just to see what happens. Or like around conventions. I go to UK Games Expo, just take a load of bread.
Just launch it into the middle of it.
Yeah, either that or you just walking around and just pat your bag and just put a loaf of bread on the side of a stand and walk on.
Oh no, even better, you just leave it next to someone, right? Yeah. And just stand there really awkwardly.
You just sort of
and just keep like looking at him like, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Either that or even better, you just sort of walk around like, you just walk up to him, you tap him on the shoulder, he's like, "Excuse me." It's like,
hold this.
Yeah, hold this. Hold this. Just walk away.
Give him the eye contact and the judgmental look first before you walk away.
Hold this.
I'm sick. So today it's £5 on the door. Also, we've got some loaves of bread if you really need one as well to carry around.
Even better in Chilcon, you know, they give out the goodie bags.
Yeah, just put a bread cake in there.
Yeah, you just have a dictator that sort of looks at them and just goes, "You'll need one of these."
Here's your goodie bag, and here's your loaf of bread. Enjoy your day.
Do not get rid of the bread. Do not. Yeah. To be fair, thinking about it, if it was freshly cooked, the convention might smell of freshly baked bread.
That is a good thing.
I don't know if I'd want that because my brain always goes to a good place whenever I smell freshly baked bread. I don't want it to start reminding me of the smell of BO. Like, you know, sometimes your brain mixes smells like that together. Like after some partying I've done in my youth, I can no longer smell Jack Daniels without smelling vomit. So
yeah, okay.
I wouldn't want to smell freshly baked bread, and then my mind straight goes to BO.
Yeah, sweaty wargamer. Sandwich, sweaty wargamer. Oh, Spud, wargamer sandwich.
No. No.
You know it.
No. Absolutely not.
It would ruin it.
It would.
So bad. Oh, wow.
Wow.
I might just carry a loaf of bread around Chilcon with me now, just see what happens. Oh, just like a baguette, and you can hit people with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What?
There's javelin in it.
Amazing. I've actually got so many ideas.
All right, people, I'm definitely have to go.
Okay,
it's been an hour. It's been the most emotional roller coaster of my life. Elson and everyone, we forgot about the tip of the week. We put a thing out last week and everyone was like, yeah, we need it. So, Elston, have you got a tip of the week?
I'm going to recycle one of Moggy's old ones. If you ever want to really finely sand something, get a toothpick and some sandpaper, wrap it around it and glue it, and then you've got a really fine stick sandpaper and you can file things really small.
There you go, people. Tip of the week. We brought it back, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but thank you, Mythos, for coming on and joining us for this wonderful show.
Thanks for having me on, guys. It's been a real honor hanging out with you guys.
No worries, man. No worries. Hopefully we'll join you on Frost the Fist one day once we get our time zones synced.
Somehow. Absolutely.
Awesome. Spud, do you want to do the honors, my good friend?
So, people, it has come to an end of 1 hour of non-stop wargaming from start to finish. We've had emotional roller coasters. We've had Chilcon. We've had loaves of bread. We've had awesome guests. And obviously you guys that make it happen. Look out, go to the Chilling Wargamers group. We will be posting pictures out later of the new improved cheese and bread t-shirt. And just thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to give it a like or a dislike as always. Share it with your friends and all that stuff. And we'll see you all. Oh, actually, next week, Elsa Nation is not here.
I'm sorry.
But we signed more contracts. And hired more lawyers and paid millions of dollars in British sterling pounds and loaves of bread. And I'm going to do a show, but I don't know who with yet, so we're going to work that out. There's going to be a guest, I don't think. I think I'm just going to come and talk and maybe just get some random people to come on just for giggles. It's just all right. It's going to be a surprise show.
All right,
just to keep people in suspense.
A surprise,
suspenseful show.
A surprise show which we're telling one in advance.
A cheese and bread show. Cheese and bread special.
Cheese and bread special. Amazing.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I will be watching from down south.
So that will be 8 p.m. next week. Cheese and bread special. It's going to be great. So, people, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for our lovely guest from Foster and Frisk coming over. Thank you, Mr. Elsa Nation, for joining us, as always. And we'll see you all next week, because we love you all.
Yeah. Enjoy, everyone. See you later.
Peace out. Bye.
Bye.